to support the platform just in case anything like this happens again, you can do it by way of PayPal, Patreon, Cash App, and also by the Anchor. And you can also further support the platform by way of going to the Teespring store or the shoe store that is located in the comment section below. This is what the article stated. After seemingly tolerating 2 years of controversial behavior from Ezra Miller, it appears that Warner Brother has had enough. Miller finally made a public statement recently stating that Miller is seeking recovery for a very complex mental health issue and has plans for a meeting with studio executives. And it also appears that despite concerning data showing the public's poor perception of Miller and the actions that have been seen, the meeting was a promising one. But will it be enough for Ezra to still stick around to be the Flash? According to Entertainment Weekly, Ezra and his agent Scott Metzger had a very positive meeting with Warner Brothers on Wednesday, August 24th. The Hollywood Reporter also mentioned that the meeting focused on Miller's continued commitment to the Flash while also apologizing for bringing negative attention to a product and the company. Now, for me being a, comic book fan, Marvel, DC, doesn't really matter. Um, I find this to be quite stupid on a multitude of reasons. And it shows a variety of things that are afoot if people don't want to clearly pay attention. Let me just give you a very great example of what it is that I'm talking about. Cyborg, aka Ray Fisher, asked the Warner Brothers media for a new investigation into his Justice League reshoot abuse case, accusing Warner Brothers of blatant Fisher, whose role as Victor Stone, aka Cyborg, was his first major movie appearance, revealed in June of 2020 that he had allegedly suffered abuse on set of the reshoot of Justice League. The actor later elaborated, accusing replacement director Josh Whedon of being verbally abusive on set during an extensive reshoot. Fisher also accused former DC Films head John Berg and DC's former chief creative officer Jeff Johns of abusive behavior. That led to Warner Brothers establishing an independent investigation into the allegations, but Fisher claims the investigation is far from independent. The actor has released several tweets, some with company email evidence stating that WB hasn't transparent in the inquiry after they accused him of not cooperating with the investigation. Jason Momoa, who starred as Aquaman alongside Fisher Cyborg in Justice League, lent his support to the actor, stating that he stands with Fisher in the social media post. So this is where we are at this moment in time. So we have a black man who wanted to call out the mistreatment that was going on the set of the reshoots. And because he decided to call that out and he also doubled down upon it, he was also blackballed or blacklisted, right? This is pretty much why you don't hear anything from Ray Fisher at this moment in time, because once you decide to go against the big wigs and you want to call out any wrongdoing, this is what they decide to do. And now we have this for an effect. We got Ezra Miller, who has a multitude of times done several things, right, to men, women. He has a quote unquote cult. He's also been charged with breaking and enterings, kidnappings, a variety of things that are detrimental that I think that people would very much call out, right? But when it comes to very specific people who have a multitude of privileges, this is what you see take place. You're not going to see the public at large really call out Ezra Miller and try to blackball, blacklist, try to cancel, right? Ezra Miller. They're not doing that. They in a sense successfully did it to Amber Heard, right? Who is also a quote unquote used to be a DC star who was in Aquaman, right? And she's pretty much out of there because I think they had about over like 4 million people sign a petition to just get her scenes directly out of Aquaman 2, right? But nobody's in a sense doing that for Ezra. And I want people to pay very close attention. I want people to pay very close attention to how easy it is for somebody such as Ezra Miller to do all of this wrongdoing and to disappear from cops, right? Resisting, right? In a sense, law enforcement to an extent, deciding that he doesn't want to show up, he doesn't want to talk to law enforcement. But then they go through all of these months not knowing where he is. He's ambiguously talking to law enforcement, saying, "Oh, I'm in a different universe. I'll never be caught by the likes of you." All of these other types of things. This is him doing this to law enforcement, right? And quote unquote, people are supposed to what? Respect the police, right? So he's not respecting the police. And nobody wants to talk about how a person playing the role of a superhero, right, who is openly disrespecting the police could negatively affect young children and how it is that they perceive and see and feel about the police, right? They don't want to talk about that. They're not going to list that. So then he continues to does all of these things. And then he magically goes to Warner Brothers and he's able to have a sit down with the big wigs, and he can be like, "You know what, guys, I'm sorry. That wasn't me. I wasn't in my right frame of mind. I'm going through this, this mental disorder. I don't even know what it's called yet, but I'm pretty sure doctors will make up something for it. And you know, I'm just, going to give an apology because I really care about this money. I understand the opportunity that I have as being a lead character, and also I get to push a lot of other stuff while being this lead character as well, and that's going to reflect very great on Warner Brothers. And also, if you guys happen to work with me, I'm part of a certain community, and I'm going through also this mental disorder as well. If you guys actually keep me here, it'll be beneficial as well, brothers, as well, because it'll make you guys seem ultra understanding and inclusive at the same time. You're killing two birds with one stone. So, it's a win-win for everybody, right? I get my money that you're paying me. I'm still on contract. I don't got to sue you guys. I don't got to bring in a whole other community in order to back me up. And you guys get to keep somebody who's going to, be the lead and a part of another community, bringing in a whole bunch of different eyes. And, it's marriage in heaven, right? That's pretty much what I feel sums up the whole conversation between, Ezra Miller and Warner Brothers. Like I said before, it's all money at the end of the day, but it's only money with certain people, right? They're able to make money and benefit their own people as long as it's for and with their own people. But when it came to the fact of Ray Fisher coming out and calling out something that a white director did and other people, this is where you have the difference. But like I said before, this has nothing to do with race. It has nothing to do with race. I don't want people to think that, I'm this type of black man that's always seeing race that's, about, trying to really point out the man and the system and the white man did it. No, 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 no. That's not what I'm saying. I'm saying that Ezra Miller is a part of a certain group, and that certain group has a lot of privileges, and because they have a lot of privileges, they're enabled to do certain types of bad and or negative and or detrimental behavior, and they can still profit off of all of that, along with negative publicity, along with causing a negative monetary effect for a billion-dollar company. Versus Ray Fisher, he was just Cyborg. It's a it's a side character. Who really cares about Cyborg? And he decided that he wanted to call out something. Maybe he might have had some proof, maybe he did, but he did have the support of Jason Momoa, which is the most that I can sit up there and say is a good look. I can't say the same thing for Ezra Miller, because I can't say that Superman, Wonder Woman, Aquaman, Ray Fisher, I can't say any of these other individuals are backing up the type of actions that Ezra Miller has decided to commit to. But, like I said before, it's not about race, but it's about money at the end of the day.